The Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
It appears the Bert Show's a little clairvoyant because we saw into the future.
We did.
Because yesterday we were talking about Diddy and all of his responses to that horrible assault video that's come out. We're like, yeah, people are probably going to stop streaming his music because we just can't hear things the same way. And turns out that's now actually not just a prediction, but it's actually facts. So streaming activity for Diddy's music has gone down 51.8% from around 2.6 million streams to about 1.265 streams. So people are still streaming it, but just significantly less. A business called Luminate is what tracks this. And I can only imagine as more people find out about this story and see that video of him assaulting his then girlfriend at the time, Cassie, people are just going to be dropping off left and right, canceling Diddy.
You know, you're Morgan Wallen and you throw a chair off a roof, your sales go up. If you see this kind of violence, there are few things that can truly get you canceled. This obviously is the one.
100%. And if that chair from Morgan Wallen had hit somebody, I feel like it would have had this exact same effect. I feel like because it didn't, people were like, oh, he's just drunk. Whereas when you have legitimate proof that you have clearly gone after somebody multiple times, because we saw in that video, Cassie got in the fetal position. This was obviously not the first time that this had happened. People are ready to take a stand and stop streaming his music.
I think if you grew up listening to Diddy, it's a few different reasons you would struggle to listen to his music today. Obviously, the one with the video and everything that's been released, but also all of the things behind the scenes from all of the years of where they've been saying he was horrible to his artists and the way that he used and abused them in order to make a lot of those hit records to get the power and the money that he's clearly used for wrong all these years. So it comes with like a whole package deal of not hearing his music authentically anymore.
Yeah, I think obviously like Cassie and any others who he have harmed, that's where the focus needs to be, and, making it right with her. Because, she for so long was saying that this was happening and nobody was believing her. And so on a lesser note, and what Mo's talking about, like Puff Daddy and the Family was my very first concert I ever went to as a kid, right? And that music, and I think it's the same for you, Mo, like, that is the music of my youth. Like, as part of your, the soundtrack of your life, that music is so integral in like my high school and college years. And I'm not going to be able to listen to any of his songs for the sheer fact it's like it doesn't evoke the joy anymore. It doesn't invoke like the lightness or invoke the lightness. Instead, it's too heavy.
Yeah, he was a rolling party. I told you guys he was in here 17 years ago, and you could feel his presence and his party before he even came in the studio. You know, we're drinking, we're having a great time. He invites us out that night. Also, that's who he was for most of us. But then you peek behind the scenes, and now you see all this, and you see it for yourself and how violent it was. And it's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer.
And nothing excuses it, but I want to know, like, why? Like, where did this start that he felt like he needed to act this way?
I think it's his power, right?
I think he's just power drunk. You get all that money, you get all that power, and you start to believe that you are a god, and you treat people as if you are better than them and they are beneath you, and I think that's something he's done. And it's so hard to watch, for one, the hurt and pain that Cassie and all of the others have struggled through to his power. But like you said, he's such a big part of my childhood as far as hip-hop is concerned. Yeah. It's like you lose a hero in a sense. You grow up thinking this person is one way, find out they're another, and it's just tragic all around.
It's awful, and it's such a tragedy too that he had built such an empire for his music and had built such a brand that now it's like this is
legacy.
This is how we're going to remember him. We're not going to remember the incredible music that he put out and the memories that you have with that music. You are going to remember that video you saw circulating in 2024 of him assaulting his girlfriend. So it's just a tragedy all the way around.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing like a couple of vacations ago, I was out on one of those drinking cruise type deals, and an R. Kelly song came on, and the whole boat went like silent. Like, what are we doing here? It's going to be the same thing with Diddy songs.
Exactly. Okay, in slightly lighter news, we've been talking about J-Lo and Ben Affleck, and are they going to get divorced? Apparently, there's trouble in paradise. There have been rumors that they're living in separate homes. Ben Affleck has been spotted out and about without his ring, and now J-Lo is apparently taking a stand because she was spotted on a red carpet for a movie called Atlas, and she was wearing her wedding ring. So she has heard all the little mumblings and rumblings from people like us being like, oh my God, J-Lo and Ben Affleck are breaking up. And she's letting us know that apparently that is not the case, because she is flashing that wedding ring out and about very proudly, in fact. All right, Melissa Joan Hart says that she has regrets when it comes to being a role model for Britney Spears. I'll tell you about her remorse on your next eBuzz on The Bert Show.
The Bert Show.